Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, we're going to look at how Google ranks your website in the search results and how to take advantage of that to drive traffic to your site by getting it on the first page. So for comparison, I've taken your website as well as the top search results in both insulation contractor and spray foam insulation, and I've put them all into this tool that I use that shows me all the information that Google finds on your site and then gives it a rating on 1 to 100 based on its strength and its trust. So as you can see just from the numbers, the reason why that these companies are being listed on the first page above yours. But let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and how we can improve them for you. So I've got your website pulled up here, and it's really easy to navigate with all the information right at the top of the screen. The only problem that I'm seeing here is that it doesn't seem to really have a whole lot of content on the page. And the reason that's a problem is because when Google is looking to rank your website, it's going to do so based on two factors. The first is the content. So it's going to come in and it's going to count all the words and text on the page. It's basically looking for a minimum of about 1,500 to 2,000 words because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in search. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also looking for keywords, which would be anything that somebody might type into the Google search bar, which would be, a service that you offer, and then an area that you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page particularly comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 100 to 150 words of text on the page. Now, the second way that Google is going to rank the website is based on its authority, which is basically just a popularity contest. Now, there are two ways to build authority. The first is to get as many citations as possible. A citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number are listed in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. They're usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. Now, the second way to build authority is through what's called a backlink. And that's when another website links or refers back to yours, and it acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust. Now, just to quickly define these terms, if the local news station did an article on the top 10 best insulation companies in Massachusetts, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website. That would be considered one backlink from one referring domain or one referring website. So as you can see, these other companies have been building a lot more authority through those other websites linking back to them, which is the reason why Google is recommending them higher up in the search results. Now, this authority or trust that Google has determines where you'll rank in what we call the organic search results down here. Above that, this is called the map pack. In order to get listed in here, you need to fill out your Google business profile, which I can see that in your home area, you guys are in there. However, once we get outside of your home location, this is where we really need to make sure that your website is showing up in these organic results. That way you can still get some traction. Regardless of what authority your site has, though, it won't show up in either of these two sections without the right keywords being found. So if we take a look into your website, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that Google is finding on your website. And then this is also the volume, the number of times per month that they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to find all the highest volume keywords and make sure that those are being not only found on your site, but your site is ranking at the first page of Google for them. So for instance, let's see if we can find one. Insulation contractors in Mass. Right now you're in the 42nd position, which is going to put you somewhere either the bottom of the fourth or the top of the fifth page. Unfortunately, nobody's going to find you down there, but if you were on the first page, 150 people a month will be typing this in and they'll be finding your website. We usually use a pretty conservative estimate and say that 10% of those will actually become leads and give you a call. Now, I don't know what the exact conversion rate is for your business, but let's be even more conservative and say that only a third of those leads actually turn into customers. So now you could be looking at a potential of 5 new customers every month just off of this one keyword. So then we repeat that process for all the highest volume keywords, and we do some research into the competitors and see what kind of keywords they're ranking for, find out whoever is the top in these lists, what searches they're being ranked for, and make sure that all those are included on your site. So that way when people are searching, you'll be one of the first ones to come up. However, in order to do that, it would require at this point to rebuild some of your sites. That way we could get some more content so that we would be allowed to use more keywords to be found for. I hope this information was helpful and it allows you to scale some of your online presence. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like me to go into any further details. Also, we could talk about your goals as a business and I can do some research to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And I always appreciate getting feedback as well to find out if information like this is useful for you. So please let me know what you thought. Thanks, and I hope this helps.